Hello, wonderful friends of Splain Daily. Close your eyes for just a moment and think back to those simpler, electric times. The sound of a brand new transistor radio blasting rock and roll in your living room. The first time color TV flickered to life. Or maybe the thrill of sneaking out to a drive-in movie with friends. For so many of us born in the post-war years, those moments defined our youth. We were the baby boomers, the generation that danced to Elvis, protested for change, and turned the world upside down with energy, hope, and big dreams. Now here's something that might make you pause. In 2026, the oldest of us, those born in 1946, are turning 80. If you're watching this and nodding along, feeling that gentle tug at your heart, you're not alone. This isn't just a number. It's a meaningful milestone. Today, we're celebrating the icons who grew up with us, shaped our memories, and proved that life truly gets richer with time. Stick with me. This journey through nostalgia, laughter, and quiet pride will remind you why our generation still shines. Let's start at the beginning. After World War II, America was filled with hope and possibility. Couples reunited, families grew, and between 1946 and 1964, nearly 76 million babies were born. We became the largest generation in history. We filled classrooms, reshaped neighborhoods, and created a brand new culture. We twirled the first hula hoops, played with the first Barbie dolls, watched television become part of everyday life. We were the first generation raised on rock and roll, the first to question old rules, the first to say we wanted more freedom, more music, more meaning. Do you remember Saturday mornings glued to the TV? Or the first time you heard the Beatles on the radio? For many of us, those sounds are forever tied to family dinners, basement dances, and road trips with the windows down. Our generation didn't just witness change. We drove it. We marched for civil rights, protested a war, helped build a culture that still shapes the world today. And now, as the oldest boomers reach 80, it's a moment to pause and reflect. We've lived long enough to see our dreams take shape, and long enough to keep dreaming new ones. Think about it. We grew up when the future felt wide open. We didn't have smartphones, but we had imagination. We didn't have social media, but we had real conversations. We didn't document every moment, but we truly lived them. Those memories aren't just old photos in an album. They're part of who we are. For those of us 65 and older watching today, turning 80, or watching loved ones reach that age, brings mixed emotions. Pride in what we've built, a little longing for years gone by, and deep gratitude for the life we've lived. If you feel a lump in your throat, that's okay. That's the sign of a life well lived. And who better to mark this milestone than the stars who grew up right alongside us? Born in 1946, these legends are turning 80 in 2026, and they're still inspiring us with their spirit and strength. First, Cher. From her bold 1970s fashion to unforgettable hits like Believe, Cher has spent decades defying expectations. She taught us confidence, reinvention, and the power of owning who you are at every stage of life. When you think of Cher, you don't think of age. You think of fearlessness. Then there's Dolly Parton. With her big heart, bigger hair, and timeless songs like Jolene and 9 to 5, Dolly has always felt like one of us. Hardworking, funny, generous, and kind. She represents the best of our generation, where success never meant forgetting your roots. She reminds us that staying young at heart matters more than staying young in years. And of course, Henry Winkler. To so many of us, he'll always be the Fonz from Happy Days. That leather jacket, that confident smile, that famous thumbs up. He made us believe we could be cool just by being ourselves. Behind the scenes, Henry overcame dyslexia and later became an advocate for others. His story mirrors our own journey, facing challenges, growing wiser, and giving back. These stars aren't just famous faces. They're reflections of us. They grew up in the same world, faced the same changes, and kept shining through every decade. Their lives remind us that turning 80 isn't an ending. It's a new chapter filled with wisdom, stories, and maybe even a few surprises. This milestone belongs to all of us. Whether you're turning 80 soon, celebrating a parent or friend, or simply grew up loving these icons, it stirs something deep inside. In a world that moves faster every year, our generation's journey reminds us to slow down, cherish the memories, and honor the life we've lived. We've earned every laugh line, every story, Every memory. What an incredible celebration of a generation that changed everything. From Woodstock to today, thank you, baby boomers, for the music, the courage, the culture, and the inspiration. Pull out those old photos, play those classic songs, and feel proud of the life you've lived. Thank you for joining me on Splain Daily, where we share stories that touch the heart and bring back the memories that matter most. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Which baby boomer icon takes you right back to your younger days? Cher, Dolly, Henry, or someone else entirely? Share your memory in the comments below. I read every one.